Hi guys, welcome back to Tabletop Assault. I'm Rob, and I've got a very close friend of mine, Jamie. He's come along to actually film and game out there GT 2020 Mission Handbook. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing well, mate. Thanks for having me.
How you keeping yourself on this time of COVID fun times?
Yeah, it's been hard, but I mean, we're all getting through it, same as we all.
Yep, staying safe as always, but all good. Tell us a little bit about yourself, so the army's not like you play.
So I play mainly a Primaris-focused Space Marine army. Salamander Successors have done since the start of 8th edition.
Which is good.
So I played Space Marines when they were bad, so I can get away with it.
And what do you think about them now?
Really strong, really competitive.
Good.
So I'm hoping that through the next couple of games we'll be able to see what they can do.
Yep, excellent. And you play fish as well, don't you?
Yes, I have a Tau army in the works as well. I've got just over about 2,000 points.
Which is really good.
Storm Surge to build, another couple bits and bobs to get through. But
we all know what happened with Storm Surge against Harlequins, don't we, Ross? But enough about that. I'm bringing Necrons, and the Silent King is going to take a debut from me anyway today. And you're bringing...
I am bringing my Space Marines.
And what chaps are you bringing?
We're bringing the Salamander. Well, I mean, custom tactics, we're going with Master Artisans and Hungry for Battle. So plus 2 inches to charge.
I would have to choose a hard one, but you're using Salamanders mainly on that.
Yeah, usually,
style.
normally I'd use Salamanders, but I want to try, I'd switch between custom tactics and Salamanders, but I mean, I tend to
Can't complain.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all good. So we are going to be playing from the GT Handbook, which will be Surround and Destroy, which is hold 1, hold 2, hold more for your primary. And then the one on the secondary for it is if you hold 2 of your own objectives in your own deployment zone and one of your opponents, you score 4 victory points in your command phase. But if you hold all 4 of them, you score 8 victory points. But I don't think we're doing those, are we?
No, we are not.
No. I'm taking engage on all fronts, grind them down and raise the banners, and you're taking...
Funny enough, I'm also taking engage on all fronts because it's such a staple at the moment. I'm also taking Titan Slayer because I'm going to kill the king.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. And I'm also taking Thin Their Ranks because you have 40 plus warriors that I'm going to murder.
And bring back and murder, and bring back and bring... yeah.
Yeah.
The usual. Which is all good. So with that, let's have a look at the table and then start deploying.
Hey guys, today we are running a 2,000 points of Salamander Successors with a custom chapter traits being the Hungry for Battle trait and the Master Artisans because, let's face it, it's still one of the best traits in the Codex.
Oh yes.
We are running a Primaris Captain today. He is running the Promethean Plate, meaning he ignores wounds on 1, 2, and 3, so you can only wound him on a 4, which is awesome. Going to make him really survivable, hopefully. He is of the Promethean Creed, which gives him 2 warlord traits, so he has +2 strength and +2 toughness, meaning he is going to be a boss in close combat with his Power Fist and Plasma Pistol. We are running a full boss Librarian today with the Tome of Velicor. So I'm spending an extra CP for another relic, as well as spending a CP to open the reliquaries for the Salamanders as well. So he's getting an extra psychic power, which we'll go through during the game. And he has his power sword as usual. We also have a lieutenant with the Storm Shield and Neo Volkite pistol from the new Indominus box. Awesome model, just like all the rest of them from the box. I thought they were all really cool. In the troops, we have 2 squads of Assault Intercessors and 2 squads of regular Intercessors, bare bones, bolt rifles on the regular Intercessors, chain swords and heavy bolt pistols on the Assault Intercessors. In the Elite's choice, we have 6 Blade Guard veterans. I think these guys are going to do some real work in this game. Hopefully we can get them up close and really just tear Rob to shreds.
Thanks, mate.
With them. Well, I mean, you gotta be honest.
All good.
Also in the Elite slot we have the Redemptor Dreadnought. I think this is going to be a great unit for the Space Marines going forward. I know a lot of people gave it a lot of criticism when it first came out, but I still think it's going to be a solid choice. Ignoring wounds down to 1 is going to be great. So say you do 4 damage down to 3. He's armed with the heavy plasma incinerator, which is going to be really awesome. The Onslaught Gatling Cannon underslung. He has Fragstorm grenade launchers in the chest, the nipple guns, and the Iron Hail Icarus rocket pods as well, which are going to be useful for targeting those flying Necron units that Rob has, specifically the Silent King himself.
Ooh.
Into the fast attack choices, we have the Outriders. 2 squads of them, going to be key units in this game, I believe. Getting around those flanks and being able to deal that amount of shots without having to worry about moving is going to be incredible. Into the heavy support choices, we have 2 squads of Eradicators. You just can't leave home without them.
Just 2 squads is just filth.
You can't leave home without them with a Space Marine list now, which is sad to say, but they are incredibly good. And with Salamanders getting that +1 to wound from turn 2 onwards is going to be really key. So let's hope that comes up during the game. We also have the brand new model of the Gladiator Reaper. So really excited to use this. I actually spent all of yesterday painting it off.
Just for the game itself.
Just for the game itself, exactly.
That's what you call dedication, guys. Dedication.
Awesome kit to put together. So it's got a twin-linked Onslaught Gatling Cannon in the hull.
Yeah.
As well as the bolters in the sponsons. 4 shots out of each bolter, doubling that to 8 shots out of each sponson in half range. You basically have 4 bolt rifles per sponsor. It's going to be really good. I think it's going to be awesome.
And how many CP you got left?
We have 9 CP at the start of the game, and we also have an impulsor as well in the dedicated transport. Going to stick the Blade Guard vets in it and ram them straight down your throat. I think that's the best way to deal with that. It does have the Iron Hail heavy stubber on it.
Yep.
As well as the shield dome and the storm bolters as well. So that is 2,000 points of Space Marines on the nose.
On the nose. Oh, on the nose.
On the nose, right there.
Oh, good man.
Yes. So yeah, 2,000 points. It's going to be a good game. We'll see how it goes.
Right, guys, this is my 2,000 points of Mephrit Dynasty Necron. So with a battalion and a Supreme Commander, because yes, in the Supreme Commander slot we have the Silent King with his 2 obelisks called Tyrakial Menhir stuff. It's letters and put into a word format that I can't actually understand what it actually means. But we are going into their battalion, which is an Overlord with Resurrection Orb and Void Scythe, Royal Warden with Relic of Veil of Darkness, and his Relic Gauss Blaster that it comes standard with. And then we have a Technomancer with a Canoptic Control Node to help with the Doomstalkers. Into troop, we have 2 squads of 15 Necron Warriors with Gauss Flayers, and a squad of 10 with Gauss Flayers as well at the moment. We have the Void Dragon with Antimatter Meteor and Voltic Storm to do all his Mortal Woundfest, hopefully. And we have 2 squads of the Sacred Scarab Swarms, 2 squads of 3, because you shouldn't ever leave home without those Sacred Scarabs. And lastly, we have 2 Canoptic Doomstalkers with their twin Gauss Flares and the Doomsday Blaster. And easy enough as it is, that is 2,000 points, or 1995 I should say, not 2,000 points on the nose, but 1995 of Mephrit Dynasty Necrons. Let's get on to the battlefield and see what we can do. So here's the table set up there, guys. So we've got obscuring on the containers, leading to obstacles with runic part of the mechanicum with the crane. Then we've got obscuring in the centre, it's over 5 inches tall. We've got some more obscuring crates, walls, more runes, and we've got another obscuring building in the corner here, another runic mechanicum walkways and runic setup part of a building. So with that, Jamie, you got a dice?
I do.
Right, so we shall roll to see who chooses table sides. So, rolling a 6.
Of course you do.
Rolling a 4.
Oh,
I think I am going to run this side here. This far side. So with that, let's get the armies deployed.
sounds good.
Necron deployment finished. So quickly run through. We've got 15 warriors with Overlord directly behind here, which you won't be able to see because he's hiding. 3 scarabs and the Void Dragon. 2 Doomstalkers, doom, with Technomancer. 10 warriors here with 3 scarabs, 15 warriors, Royal Warden, and the King himself. That's everything on mine. What you got on yours there, Jamie?
Okay, we'll start over the same side. We have a squad of Outriders. Along with that, we have a squad of Intercessors, all with the regular bolt rifles, nothing special there. We then have the new Gladiator Reaper.
Oh,
with
the
its
Reaper.
twin-linked heavy onslaught Gatling cannons. The special bolters.
Yeah, that's cool.
We have a Redemptor Dreadnought.
Yep.
Along
and
with
a small house of...
loads of Intercessors. 2 squads of 5 Intercessor Assaults.
Cool.
Assault Intercessors. With a squad of Eradicators behind them. We also have the Captain, the Lieutenant, and the Librarian all in that building as well.
Nice.
We then have an Impulsor with a shield dome.
And you got your Redemptor Dreadnought as well, haven't
Yep, mentioned that already, mate.
you? Yep. It's fine.
Keep up.
Oh, yes, Dad.
We have another squad of Outriders, and then we have finally a squad of Intercessors on the objective there, and another squad of Eradicators as well.
Sweet. So it's Eradicator fun time, yeah?
Exactly.
Typical. Absolutely typical. Right. So with that, the critical roll that it is. So let's see who's rolling first. I'm using the FAQ rules, so whoever wins goes first no matter what. Go for it, mate.
3.
Ones and 2s. Yeah,
Oh.
typical.
I will be going first, I
Yes,
suppose.
you will do indeed. So let's go to Salamanders, turn 1.
Right, so here's the plan for my turn 1. We're going to try and wipe out at least 1 squad of Necron warriors, if not reduce it down so I can get more points on my thin the ranks, and maybe make him fail a morale test, potentially.
Necrons, fail morale. Funny man.
Put pressure on the middle of the board, just zip the Impulsor straight up, put some pressure on. Keep the Reaper slightly more protected, I don't want to get too close to the big guys. New Model Syndrome is most likely going to be an effect in this game.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, it's going to be probably quite a slow first turn. Keep things slightly further back than I normally would. With this new roll first, go first, it's really important that you don't overstretch yourself. And I actually maybe deployed a bit more too defensively than I normally would have. So we'll just see how it goes.
And for Necrons, command protocol, we're going to do protocol of Sun and Storm. I'm going to use directive 2 so I can do an action and shoot. So I can start deploying scramblers at the start of turn without worrying about it. So with that, let's crack on with the movement.
It's finished with the movement phase, and this is the end result. We have the Eradicators behind the crates. Going to keep them behind there one more turn, hoping that Void Dragon comes in slightly closer. So you can get a snap on him. We've moved up the Intercessors and the Outriders, push them up to get them in range with their bolters. We then have the Impulsor pushing up towards the middle of the board with the cargo of 6 Blade Guard Vets. Hopefully we'll come out next turn and cause Rob some problems.
Problems against Necrons, come on.
Nice try.
Yeah, exactly.
We have pushed forward with the Assault Intercessors into the middle of the board. Trying to get a wee bit more ground and use the line of sight blocking terrain to our advantage a wee bit there. We've left the Eradicators in that line of sight blocking terrain, obscuring terrain even, to get that -1 to hit them. Hopefully we'll give them a wee bit of an advantage, along with the Libby, the Lieutenant and the Captain in there as well.
Nice.
We've come around with the Redemptor. Unfortunately still at line of sight because Rob's deployed really well.
Thank you.
Making sure I couldn't get any line of sight with that plasma cannon. However, the Gladiator can see and will be shooting this turn, so hopefully we'll see what all that DACA can do. If people think orcs have DACA, just wait till they see this model. The Outriders are pushed up as well to take hold of that centre of the board objective. And the Intercessors have stayed still, just holding on to that objective in our deployment zone.
All good. Right, you've got some quick psychic phase to do.
Yes.
So, what are you going with first, everybody?
So my Libby has the Promethean Discipline, which is the Salamander specific one. So we're going to start with Flame Shield, which is a -1 to hit, and we're going to cast it on the Gladiator.
Nice.
Needing a 6, but +1 because of the Tome of Valakor. Gets it with a 6.
Good man, I can't deny it.
Becomes a 7, which is great. Now we're going to cast Drakeskin, which gives me a +1 toughness, and we're also going to put that on the Gladiator.
Typical, go for it.
Making it toughness 9, and it goes off on a 9.
All good. So it's a toughness 9.
-1 to hit.
Filth.
Yeah.
Right, awesome. Right, let's get some dice together and go on to the shooting phase.
So we're going to fire the Intercessors into the Necron Warriors hidden under the gantry, so they'll be hitting at a -1. Ultimate Discipline won't apply because they've moved this turn, unfortunately, but got enough DACA still. So we're hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 4s, aren't you? -1 to hit.
Hitting on 4s, you're right. Rerolling 1 because of Master Artisans.
Yeah.
So reroll hits. Just 4 hits. Wounding on 4s.
Yep, 4's the wounds. 4 wounds.
There we
Typical.
go.
4 wounds.
-1.
5 up save. None. Is that all that's shooting from that squad?
That's all it's shooting from that squad.
So 5 up reanimation. Only 1 goes down. Awesome! Next unit, please.
Still 3 for my tally, though. 4 for my tally.
No. Yes, it is. Sorry.
Right. We'll move on to the Outriders, who are going to fire into exactly the same unit.
As you do.
Now, they will get bolt discipline, and each of them has 2 bolt rifles, so they get 4 shots each.
As they do for Space Marines.
Is that salt?
Tasty! No, there's no salt whatsoever on that, my friend.
Right.
Honest.
We are hitting on 4s.
Correct.
Rerolling 1 fail, because of Master Artisans, of course. Nothing so far.
1 for a 1.
So that is 3, 6, 9 hits so far. And we're wounding on 4s. That is 5 wounds at -1.
Alright, 5 ups. So that's 2 saved. Reanimation. 1 down. I like this.
I don't. Right, next up we're going to fire the Impulsor into the Warriors as well, just to get his guns done. Nice and easy. So we'll fire the Stormbolters first.
Alright.
So he has 2 Stormbolters, so 4 shots.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s.
1 hit.
You like to see it? Winning on 4s. There we go.
You jammy.
Rolling hot today.
Jammy, Jamie, as always. So, no minuses.
No minuses, Stormbolters.
4 up. So that's 2 saved. And is there any more shots going into it from the Impulsor?
Yeah, so we've got Iron Hail Heavy Stubber shots. Just 3 of them. Hitting on 4s as well.
Yep.
I'll use my Artisan's roll because I've not used it yet. Still fails.
Yep.
Winning on 4s.
Nope.
Nothing.
So I've just got 2 reanimations. And none of them are dead. Huzzah!
It's going to be one of those days. Up next, we're going to fire the Gladiator Reaper into the Doomstalker. Now we're going to start with the twin-linked heavy onslaught Gatling cannon. So that's 24 shots, all these dice, hitting on 3s.
Oh, mother of God.
We'll pick up the fails, and I'll reroll 1 for my Artisan reroll, which fails anyway.
1 for 1s.
Of course. There's another one in there.
Huzzah.
Don't want to get caught cheating.
As ever.
Oh. Come on, there we go. And we're wounding on 5s.
5s.
Because I'm only strength 6.
Cool. If it's strength 6, then it's toughness 6.
Oh, so it's 4s. That makes it slightly better then, doesn't it?
It helps.
Pick out all those 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Which is lots of them.
Yeah.
So it's 5.
5 at -2 because we are in Devastator Doctrine. First time it's come up.
4 up in 1. 2, 3. He's down to 10 wounds.
And then we've got the Tempest Bolters as well, which are basically Hurricane Bolters, but better. So 8 shots, hitting on 3s. That could have been better.
Strength of?
Strength 4, they're just bolters.
5 to wound.
5s to wound. There we go, that's what we needed last time.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, -1 this time.
So still 4 up. By saves.
Of course.
Of course.
It's just how it's gone today.
Exactly.
Right, up next we'll fire the Outriders into exactly the same Doomstalker.
Go on now.
So again, that's 12 shots.
Because Marines. I'm not salty at all, they just got more shots than me. Piffle.
Here we go. Hitting on 3s.
Ooh, dude.
Definitely turned, hasn't it?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Winning on 5s.
None. Phew!
There we go, you
Doom.
did that.
Yep, I did indeed. So I've got 1 Doomstalker down to 10 wounds.
Well, that could have gone slightly better. Managed to take a chunk of the Warriors down, but Rob managed to get them all back up, which
Huzzah!
is annoying.
Yes.
And the Gladiator chipping away at that Doomstalker, but just not being able to do the permanent damage we needed it to do. And as you can see, just didn't really pan out the way I hoped it would. But who knows if Rob has a wee bit of a whiff. Not been known to happen very often, but it can.
Oh,
Hopefully we can pull it back in turn 2 and deal some more damage. But hey, that's my turn 1 and we'll see how it goes from here.
Right, Necrons turn 1. I was very, very lucky on that. We worked out so there was 9, at least 9 warriors that would have been drops out of the unit. I only lost 2 in total. Thank you for reanimation, worked brilliantly. So, Jamie's coming at me at full force. Marines are very strong. I need to do some daka, shooty, boom, get rid of them before I come any closer. So with that, let's go on to Necrons, turn 1 movement. Necron movement phase. So, Warriors are moved up. My will be done on them to start off with. Scourers are moved up. Void Dragons moved up. The Overlord is putting Raise Banners High on here, which I'm going to be putting a marker on very shortly. And I said Void Dragons just moved up, hasn't advanced or anything like that, so I can do 2 Catan powers. Yay! Doomstalkers stayed as they are, but this one here has actually increased his wounds back up to 11 because of living metal, because reasons. 10 warriors move around from the corner from the container. 15 comes round here. The king, he's decided to move up onto the building because he can fly, ready to go shoot to, and try and kill stuff. And again, these guys, choose my protocols, I can do an action and shoot. So I'm going to put Raise Banners High on here as well. So that's so far as it is. Oh, and Scarabs decide to run forward as Scarabs do and be a nuisance. So with that, going on to the Catan phase, and to start off with, going to use Voltic Storm from the Catan into the Impulsor. So basically it's 18 inches away. If it's against a vehicle, on a 2 up, they take D6 mortal wounds. So on a 2 up, going to use command point reroll for that, because reasons, yep, and D6 mortal wounds. And that's a 4. So 4 mortal wounds straight off. You've got no defense against that.
No shrugs.
Good. And we're going antimatter meteor on the same target. So on a 3 up it takes 3 mortal wounds. On a 6 it takes D3 plus 3. So it takes another 3 mortal wounds. So that takes 7 mortal wounds before we start. Going with the Void Dragon, his Spear of the Void Dragon into the Impulsor. So it's basically hits on a 2. Yep, strength 9, toughness not much. Space Marine vehicle. Exactly. So wounds on a 3. Yep, it's basically -4 AP.
Well, I have a 4-up invulnerable save because my shield don't.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything.
So we got a 4-up invulnerable save, rolled a 1. I will spend a CP on this because it's important.
Yep, he's 3, he's got a 5 on that, so else that would have been straight 3 plus D3 damage, and that would have gone bye-bye Impulsor. Right, next! Starting off the main shooting with the 13 warriors, split firing, 5 that were in rapid fire into the intercessors because of Mefrit's ability to add additional inches to the range, and then the back ones that aren't in rapid fire range are going to go into the Impulsor to try and drop the last 4 wounds. But we're going to do some stratagems for disintegration capacitors. So 6s to hit, cause auto hits. Linked in with Relentless Onslaught, so 6s to hit, generate an additional hit, but not auto. And then for a third command point, going to use Talon of Annihilation, which is Mefrit's dedicated one, 6s to wound and mortal wound on top. So hopefully I can drop the Impulsor. So that drops me down to 8 command points from 11. Jesus Christ. Right, so
I'm actually going to play a stratagem as well. I'm going to play Armour of Contempt, which will give my Impulsor a 5-up shrug against mortal wounds.
Because
nice.
you can.
Because I can. Would have been nice to remember that in the Catan phase, but here we are.
Typical. Right, so the rapid fire shots into the intercessors. So these are 2s to hit because of my will be done. And of course there's 1s. So 2s to hit, and there's no 6s for additional hits. Typical. So it'll be 4s to wound, and 6s are mortal wound on top. No mortal wounds. 1 wound at -1 because of Mefrit.
So -1, so we have a 4-up armor save, which we make.
Typical. Absolutely. Right, you're not coming back here.
The Emperor protects.
Oh, shut up, you. Right, so the 8 shots onto the Impulsor, hitting on 2s. At last. So 1's also hit, also wounded, gives me an additional hit. And these are wounding on 5s for 3 wounds and no AP because of you're out of rapid fire range. So yeah, go for it.
So just 3-up saves. Oh,
and you have to fail. Yes, Emperor doesn't protect you. He doesn't like you anymore.
There we go. Down to 1 wound.
Gotta kill it. Gotta kill it.
There we go.
Doomstalker number 1 is going to fire his twin Gauss Reaper, Gauss Flares even, into the Impulsor, and then the Doom Cannon into the Gladiator Reaper, trying to cause some damage on that. So, starts off with, got the Chronoptic Cloak on the Technomancer, so it gives +1 to all Chronoptic machinery, etc, etc. So it gives +1 to hit, so they are hitting on 3s against the Impulsor. So 4 shots hitting on 3s, all hits. It's only strength 4, so I mean 5s to wound. 1 wound, that's all I need, -1. 4 up all die.
4 up. Hey!
Typical. Right, Doom Cannon, D6 shots into...
Roll 1.
4 shots. Now, because you're -1 to hit, brings me back up to 4 ups to hit. 1 on the floor. So it's 2 hit. Strength 10. 3s to wound. 1 wound. Do I do that? Yeah, command point reroll. Yep. And it's -4.
No save.
D6 damage each. Come on. For 8 wounds. That brings it down to not that many.
I will let
Double
you know
check.
in a bit.
And that actual shot actually brought the Reaper down to 4 wounds left. Come on, Doomstalkers, do it again, do it again. So again, going to split fire. So the Gauze into the 1 wound Impulsor and the Doom Cannon into the Reaper to try and break that down as well. So 4 shots against the Impulsor, hitting on 3s. 3 hits. 5s to wound. Give me 1. Oh, there's 2. -1. 4 up or die. Die, die, die.
Yeah.
Blow
okay.
up. Go on, blow up. Go on, please.
Oh,
I saw 6.
saw it.
I saw a 6.
It's fine. It just implodes. We're good.
Right, we'll set those up in a sec. And I'm going to go onto the Doom Cannon, onto the Reaper. So D6 shots for 6. Come on, boy. Come on. There's only need 4s to hit now because it's +1, -1. And that's 4 hit. 3s to wounds. And it's no save.
No save.
Oh dear. There's 3 of them. 3d6. It's not. If I roll 3 1s. Oh, nearly. But it's 5 wounds.
Yeah.
And see if that blows up. Go on. You know you want to. Go on. No, I told you to blow up.
Well, tough.
I invite you on here and you don't blow up. Disgusting. But that's 2 tanks gone.
You can see how many Blade Guard die trying to pile out the Impulsor. Let's hope for no 1s. Oh, we're good. They're all good. Fantastic. But
Ouch.
that is gone.
Going with a squad of 10 Necron warriors. Going into the Outriders. 6 at back are not in rapid fire, but the few in the front, 1, 2, 3, the 4 in the front, sorry, I'm trying to count, are in rapid fire, so I need to roll those separately because of Mephrit's Tomb World ability of an additional AP at half range. So these guys, these first 6 are AP -1, but hitting on 3s. 1 miss. Strength 4, toughness 5, so 5s to wound. Oh Jesus. So that's 3 at -1.
We have 4 ups. Oh, 1 is down to 2 wounds.
Cool. And then I'll do these other ones, which are hitting on 3s. And then 5s again. Come on. Oh dear God. That's 4 wounds at -2.
There we go. 1 is dead.
Already. Ouch. Going with the next unit of 15 into the Outriders. There's 8 in rapid fire and 7 out. So the first 7 hitting on 2s because mine will be done from the King. And actually, yeah, 2 missed. And then 5s to wounds. 1 wounds at -1.
1 4-up save. Ooh,
No.
1 takes a wound.
And then I've got 16 shots. So that's where's there. Hitting on 2s. These are AP -2. So hitting on 2s. 1 miss. And winning on 5s. Can I take another bike out? And oh Jesus, that's a load of, oh my God. Rob, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? That was a 6, so 2, 4, 6, that's 7 more wounds. That could wipe out the whole squad if it comes to it. 5 up save.
I think.
Oh, there's 2 cop dice there.
Right, just roll 2 more dice.
Yep, 2 cop dice there, guys. So that's 3 wounds so far. Oh, so that's 4, that's 5 wounds.
Yeah, so
Plus 2, that's 7 wounds. That's 1 bike on 1 wound.
1 bike on 1 wound.
Ouch! We are going with the Royal Warden, doing his shooting into the last wound on the Outrider with his relic Gauss Blaster, which is not an actual relic, but they class it as a relic. So 3 shots as it's rapid fire, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s as it's strength 5. That's only 1 wound, but it's -2, flat 2 damage.
Here we go. 5 up save.
Go on. No, that's
he
the
is
Outrider.
dead.
Yeah, that's gone. We are going with the King, and he's going to use his obelisks, the Annihilation Beam. And everybody all wants to make the noise of Annihilation Beam. Boop, 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 boop. Yep. 2 shots into the Redemptor. Here we go. So, hitting on 2s. Both hits. Winning on 3s is strength 12 against armor 7. Why didn't it strength 14? Come on, give me a chance. So, wounding on 3s. 1 wound at minus many. -4.
No save.
Straight 6 damage. But you -1 off that.
-1.
Yeah, so 5 damage.
Ouch! That could have been sore.
So, end of Necron turn 1. Quite effective, I thought. But I've got to be careful. I'll slow down that stuff that I actually killed because with grind them down, I've got to be careful that I don't kill too much. I know it sounds big-headed on that lot, but it's not. Because if I wipe out more units than it has there, then I can't score points later on, or give the opportunity to score more points later on. But quite effective on there. But Jamie's got a very large hammer coming back at me with blade guard. He has got still a lot of shooting on there, even though it's small arms fire. Small arms fire is still quite deadly. So with that, we'll go on to Marines turn 2.
Wow, that was a tough turn to take. Rob hit me really hard there, taking out both my tanks and seriously wounding my Redemptor.
Yes!
But I think I have the tools to bring this back. This turn should see my Blade Guard and those second squad Outriders get into combat, and I think I can tear big chunks out of him this turn. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. We're moving into the Tactical Doctrine, so all my Assault and Rapid Fire weapons will get an extra AP, so that'll be useful. We should be able to get the Eradicators into shooting range this turn as well, so we'll see what happens, see if we can get some good damage on.
Yeah, so at the moment it's Necrons with 3 points. Could grind them down because I actually wiped out 3 squads. Marines on 1 point at the moment to thin the ranks because it tallies up at the end, but at the moment it's around about one point. Jamie's on 11 CP. I'm on 8 at the moment, and my next command protocol will be the Avenger of Stars, Method dedicated one, so I both get the same directive, 1 and 2, so an additional AP on a 6, and ignore cover, which isn't too bad. So with that, it's gone to Marines movement.
So in the movement, we have pushed up with the Outriders up towards the squad of Warriors. Get that charge off nice and easy. The Eradicators have climbed on top of the crates to get line of sight on the Void Dragon for the shooting phase to take those 3 wounds off of him. Make sure we can get him down. The Intercessors have stayed still on that objective because they're getting me 5 points. Blade Guard have moved up to charge the Void Dragon in the charge phase when it comes around. See if we can get all those wounds off of him nice and easy. The Librarian is pushed up towards the Void Dragon to try and get some mortal wounds during the psychic phase. And oh, you want to speak?
Yeah. Oh, thank you. So kind.
Yeah, sorry.
You
You kept interrupting me.
Well, it was just because you scored 10 points for your primary at the start of the turn anyway.
Yes.
So that brings you up to 11. I just want to make sure you score the points before I take them away from you.
Oh, you're so kind.
I know, I am.
What can I say?
Well,
my Eradicators are going to blow chunks out of your Doomstalkers because they are now within 24-inch range with their melter rifles. Assault Intercessors have moved up towards the building, using it as line of sight blocking, while the other squad moving up to get in range of the Scarabs for a 9-inch charge, but with Hungry for Battle, I get a +2-inch.
well, that's pretty for you, isn't it?
So it'll be a 7-inch charge to the Scarabs. So that should secure me engaging all fronts for 2 points at the end of the turn. Redemptor Dreadnought has shuffled forward, still in its top bracket with 7 wounds, which is lucky enough. Looking to get its plasma cannon to either blast chunks out of the Warriors or the King himself.
No, you won't.
But we'll see what happens. And the Intercessors underneath the gantry are in rapid fire range thanks to the Water Discipline, so they didn't move.
That's handy, that, isn't it?
So, should we jump straight into the psychic phase?
Yep.
Nice and easy.
Straightforward.
So, we're going to start with a smite
As you do.
onto the Void Dragon. We're within 18-inch range, so we need a 5. Get it with a 7.
Yep, so D3.
D3 mortal wounds.
For 1.
For 1.
So he's down to 8 wounds.
Yep.
Next.
And now we're going to cast the 3rd of my Prometheus Discipline.
Because
Psychic powers
of course, Salamanders
are awesome. And it is Fury of Nocturne.
Right, okay. Which does what?
So it's a warp charge value of 6.
Alright.
If manifested, select one enemy unit within 18-inch range and visible to the Psyker.
Bink! Yep.
Roll at 2d6. If the result is higher than the toughness characteristic of the model, it suffers d3 mortal wounds.
Nice. Toughness 7.
So, first of all, we need to get a 6 with a +1.
Of course you do.
Wait, hey. Wish that was the other way around.
And 7.
So 7, so...
Come on! No!
Oh, that sucks. Only done the 1, but still a 1 wound on the dragon.
Yep, oh good.
Okay, with the shooting phase, we're going to start with the Eradicators into the Void Dragon. So I'm declaring total obliteration.
Total obliteration!
Which means that they can double tap, basically. So I get 6 shots.
Go on then. Go on, son.
Hitting on 3s.
Fail. Oh.
Rerolling 1 because of Master Artisans. Which does help.
Oh, look at that. 3's to win.
3s to wound.
Ooh.
2 wounds.
4 up in burn. 1 through. Ooh. Yeah, go on then.
Cool.
Yep, I've got random noise. Go on. D6.
D6. For this 6.
Fair.
But obviously only 3
Yep.
because you're a Catan.
Come on. Oh my god.
It's already a successful shooting phase so far.
Next.
Okay, next we're going to fire the Outriders into that big blob of warriors. So we've got 12 shots.
Go on in.
We're hitting on 3s this time. Oh.
Ouch.
Rerolling 1. Take away those hits. Jeez, that was bad.
Green.
Look at that.
Wouldn't you just want to captain me there, yeah?
Yeah, I know, right? And then we're winning on 4s. Just the 1.
Just the 1.
-2.
So 6 up. 6 up. No. Reanimation. Yeah.
You know what it is? It's because we want to kill you in glorious combat. So
yeah, whatever.
Right, we'll come to the Intercessors next. So they have 10 shots.
Go on then.
If I
Come
can
on,
count.
if you think you're hard enough. Well, I'll say that now and you can wipe out 10 in one go, aren't you?
Hitting on 3s. Oh!
Yeah.
My dice are betraying me now, aren't they?
There you are.
And
Artisans?
4s. Oh, yeah, my Artisans as well.
You able to hit?
No, nothing.
And 2 more wounds.
Just 2 more wounds.
AP -2. 6 up. 1. And sorry, Jamie. Pew!
This is why I don't come around here.
Oh, thanks. Pew, pew, pew. Ting, ting.
Up next, we're going to go with the Eradicators into the left Doomstalker. See if this makes me feel a little better after that. Horrendous shooting by the Intercessors. So, we're going to be hitting on 3s, and this time we are re-rolling 1s because we're in range of the Captain. Doesn't matter. Artisans re-roll. Get the hit. We are winning on 3s and re-rolling 1s because we're in range of the Lieutenant. We don't need it. There you go. 5 4-pin bones. Get it up here.
Now. Jeez. 4 pin ones. Yep, okay, 1 through.
1 through.
Yeah.
Wow.
Am I going to be that kind of person? Yeah, for that insult, yes, I will.
I think you will be.
No.
Oh, there you go.
D6 through.
D6 through.
Go on. For 2. Serves you right.
There we go.
Serves you right.
That's what I get for getting so hyped.
But it brings me down to 7 command points.
Cool, now we're going to come on to the Intercessors that are on the right side of the board. Starting with the Assault Intercessors, their heavy bolt pistols are in range of that 15-man blob of Necron warriors.
Go on.
So we're going to shoot at them first. Hitting on 3s. With a reroll because of Artisans.
Yep.
Finally getting 1. Winning on 4s.
3.
3 at -1.
3 at -1. I thought, yep, okay. Sorry, 3.
Heavy bolt pistols are -1.
But you're in tactical.
Pistols only affect an assault doctrine.
No, well, bloody blah. So -1, so 5 up. 1 saved, and then go into reanimation. 2 down, which I will need to do 2 down first. So going on to the next one.
Yeah, we're going to fire the squad of Intercessors under here into the same unit. They are hitting on 3s. With a reroll for Artisans.
At last.
Yeah.
4s.
And 4s. That is 6 at -2 this time.
Well,
So how will that work out on the other side though?
Yep, so 6 up, 1 saved, and 5 up, 3 down, so I've lost 5 out of that. Ooh.
Now up next we're going to fire the Dreadnought into the King and into that squad of warriors as well, so we're going to split fire. First we're going to put the Macroplasma into the King. So we are going to...
So what you do is you do Macroplasma and...
the Icarus into the King.
Okay. And what's the other weapons going into?
And the Frag Storm and the Onslaught Gatling Cannon are going into the warriors.
Cool as. So go for it.
Yep. So what strength is the King? What's toughness?
It's toughness 7.
Toughness 7. So I'm going to overcharge, so I'm going to be winning on 3s.
Cool.
And mortal wounding myself on 1s.
Yay!
So D6 shots with the Macroplasma?
For 1.
For 1. Of course.
Come on, fire reroll.
Nah.
No? Okay, 1 shot?
1 shot, hitting on a 3.
No.
Re-rolling for Artisans. Getting the hit. Wounding on a 3.
Yep.
Gets the wound.
Minus Bajillion, but it's 4 up in 1. No. D6.
Nope, just the 2 damage.
2 damage will go on to one of the pylons. That brings the pylon down to 3 wounds.
No problem. Up next we have the Icarus. So we get D3 shots for that. For 2 shots. We are hitting on 2s because we get a +1 to hit.
Fighting. Yep,
2 hits. And we're going to be winning on 4s because it's strength 7, toughness 7. 2 wounds.
Nice.
-1.
Before up still. 1 3 for 1 damage.
Yep, just 1 damage.
Yep. So 1 pylon to 4 wounds. Taking 4 wounds, sorry.
Yep.
And then you've got the others onto the warriors.
Yes, so we have the Onslaught Gatling Cannon, which in the new codex has an extra 2 shots, so it has 8 shots.
Nice.
So we're hitting on 3s. And we're going to be wounding on 3s. That is 5 at -1 this time, because we're not in Devastator Doctrine anymore.
Cool, so 5 ups. Saved 1. You've got something else to shoot there.
I do have something else to shoot.
Yep,
so we have
it's 4 dead so far.
So 4 dead so far. How many are in the unit again?
There's 10 left.
10 left. So I ultimately get 3 shots minimum on each.
Well, 4 dead, so bring down to 6.
Yes.
Yep.
So
So
2d6 shots. 6 shots. Oop. And we are hitting on 3s. Winning on 4s. For 1.
For 1. AP.
AP 1 because of Tactical Doctrine.
4 up. Yep. 5 up, sorry. And it's 5 reanimations. I lose 4, so I lose 9 out of that squad.
Final bit of shooting, we're going to fire the Blade Guards into those Necron warriors that have been causing me so much trouble this turn.
Aha!
So we have 6 shots with their heavy bolt pistols. They are hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1 fail with Artisans. Getting it?
Nice, nice.
And winning on 4s. Just the 1.
AP -1.
AP -1.
5 up. No. And reanimation. No. That's 1 dropped. Oh no.
Okay, into the charge phase, and we're going to start with that squad of Assault Intercessors into the squad of Scarabs.
Scarabs!
So normally it'd be a 9-inch charge, but with my Hungry for Battle trait, gives me a +2 to my charge, so I need a 7.
Go on then. Go on, son. Go on then. No!
No!
Uh-huh.
That wasn't super important anyway, so we can move on from that.
Next!
Into the Blade Guard Vets, who are charging into the Catan. So, normally it'd be a 5-inch charge, but I need a 3.
Double 1 then.
There we go, in with a 6. And finally we have the Outriders into the Warriors.
Overwatch!
Cool, we'll find out if we get in first, and then you can Overwatch.
Double 1 or bust. Yeah, you got plenty of space.
Yeah, plenty of room.
Some dice for Overwatch. Right, I've already had backlash saying my dice are loaded, which they're not, before you say anything. Jesus. So 6s, double shot because of rapid fire. And of course, some blooming wounds. So 6s on Overwatch.
You were saying?
There's one on the floor. Nope. So that's 6 wounds. 6 wounds, 6 hits even. Right, let's do that again, boys. And it'll be AP minus 2 as well. Yes, it will be. It's minus 2, so half range. So, 5s. 3 wounds. Yeah, AP minus 2.
Well, at least you can't kill one, so that's a good start. There you go.
Yep.
Take 2 wounds.
That's right, it's half.
Good with that. Okay, so kicking off the combat phase with the Blade Guard veterans, we're spending 2 CP for 2 different stratagems. First one is Genroth Might, which means that 6s to hit are automatically wound.
Nice.
And we're also spending 1 CP for Crucible of War, which will give me a +1 to wound.
Nice.
So I think I need that to get through the toughness 7 of the Catan.
Yeah, all good.
So hitting on 3s with the vets. Vets hitting on 3s just sounds weird.
Still quite a few 1s and 2s, but you've got a good spread there, buddy.
Oh, believe so. And then re-rolling 1 for the artisans.
Yep.
Getting a 4.
Cool.
So
now, what's your strength normally?
taking out the 6s that automatically wound.
Cool.
So 4 automatically wound. So normally I'd be strength 4 plus 1 with a power sword, making me strength 5.
Winning on 5s, but no winning on 4s. 3 curse.
That is a nice spread of wounds. Take those away.
So what's the AP on those?
AP minus 3.
AP minus 3, so straight to my 4 up invuln.
Yeah, so you have 10 4-up
2,
invulns.
4, 6, 8. I've got 10 dice in my hand. 4 up. Yep, oh, geez. I only failed 4, but I only take 3 wounds, so it's down to 2. Not bad.
Better than 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we have 13 attacks from the Outriders going into the Necron Warriors. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1 for Artisans. And wounding on 4s. That is just 3 wounds.
AP?
AP minus 1 with Astartes Chainsword.
Yes, so 5 up. Nope. And then 5 up reanimation. 4, yep, 3 gone. So 3 drops. I'll get some dice because it's my turn to attack back. Necron Warrior is going to attack first into the Outriders. Try and take that one down that's got 2 wounds left. So hitting on 3s. And wounding on 5s. Just the 2. Yep, just the 2. So 2 3-ups or lose a rider.
There we go. 1 is down to 1 wound. That is lucky.
Yes, very much so. And we'll go into the Catan in a second. Going on with the Void Dragon, he's going to go with Entropic Strike for 2 CP, bring me down to 4 to go against the Blade Vets. So ignore his invuln. I've only got 5 attacks, it's not as powerful as Nightbringer, but still it's good enough. So, hitting on 2s, 1 missed, and you're using Transhuman, aren't you?
Yes, I am, so you can only wound me on a 4-up.
That's fine. 4 up, come on guys. That's 2 of them, better than nothing.
Okay. So, thanks to my Storm Shields, they now give me a 6-up save because of the +1 they give.
Yep, and -4 in the blade. Spear even.
Nope, doesn't save 1 or 2, should I say?
Yep, so it's D6 damage each. And
D6
got 3 wounds each.
3 wounds each.
Cool. First one is dead. And the second one is dead. Excellent.
Take these 2 away.
So, going into morale, I've lost 4 on those Necron Warriors. Leadership 10, they're not going to go anywhere. Blade Guard Leadership 8s, they've lost 2, correct?
Yes, they have.
So they're not going anywhere. And I'm going to be using 2 CP to keep those 5 Necron Warriors over there because, well, I need them to stay exactly as they are. And I'll be rolling from and see if they run away as it is and guarantee 1 will be run away itself. So with that, let's get a roundup of turn 2.
Well, that was a mixed bag. We did some really good damage on those squads of Necron Warriors. Chipping down the Void Dragon to 2 wounds is great. Hopefully we'll be able to get that finished off next turn. Not getting as much damage done to the Doomstalkers is going to hurt next turn because they are going to target down my eliminators and completely just wipe them out. Hopefully we can avoid that, but we'll have to see what happens. Racking up the points slowly. It's now about denying Rob the points as well. Have to make sure that he can stay out of my deployment zone so he's not getting that engaging all fronts points. So we'll have to see how Rob's turn.
You've actually got engage on 3 fronts, haven't you? So you've got 1, 2, well, you've got 2 quarters and 1 into mine, as it is.
So I've got 2 points for engaging all fronts.
Excellent. So, Necron turn 2. Jamie, even though it doesn't sound like he's done a lot, he has caused me some severe issues with Void Dragon down to 2 wounds. I could get him up to 4 wounds if I really wanted to, but it's CP hungry. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one to retaliate, but again, it's all about scoring the points, so that's what I need to do. So with that, let's go on to Necron movement. Okay, Necron movement. So the Overlord has basically gone around the corner because he wants to cheese it and hide from everything and cower in the corner. But he's within 6 inches of the Necron warriors. So he's going to pop his Res Orb to, and it's not the relic one, sadly, but he's going to be popping his Res Orb and try and get some warriors back. So it's the base 5 up. So I get 2 back. I can live with that, it's alright, would have been better. But we've got Scarabs that have basically sprinted up, not actually assault move, but 10-inch move up. We've got the Khitan, who's actually got an additional wounds. The 2 Stalkers have got get wounds back. One's back onto 4 wounds, one's still on 11. The Technomancer is just sat there playing with his Game Boy in the background, as he normally does. And you'll see, so the Scarabs have jumped up as well. Silent King has decided to come down because he wants some fun, but you'll see a gaping hole in the middle there. Reason being is 5 warriors have hidden behind the building to keep an eye on that objective, but the 10 that were there and the Royal Warden have gone blip-de-blip using the Veil of Darkness and gone direct behind the Marines lines and gone, hey you guys, with all the shooting ready to take out those Eradicators, because I don't like those. They're nice models, nicely painted, lovely rules, don't like them against Necrons. So hopefully I can try and cause some issues there. But other than that, it's just going to go on to the Katana phase, which is multiple wound first. You can do any stratagems?
No, not at the moment.
Cool, that's the correct answer. So we're going to do antimatter meteor. Try and say that with a speech impediment like I have. On to the Blade Guard in combat. So on a 3 up, you take 3 mortal wounds. I'm going to use one of my sacred command points, which I'll need to. So reroll that for 3 mortal wounds on that squad. Take 3 mortal wounds, right? That's cool. 1 dead.
1 dead.
And going to use his Volt Spear, Volt Storm, thingamabob. So on a 2 up, you take D3 mortal wounds. And you take D3 mortal wounds. Come on. Yes! And that's another Blade Guard gone. Get in. Starting off with, I'm going to do some warrior shooting into Eradicators that hid behind, after blip-de-blip, behind their Eradicators, because again, I don't like them. But I'm going to use 2 stratagems for them, which is Disintegration Capacitors and Relentless Onslaught. So 60s to hit are additional hit, but also 60s to hit is an auto wound are on top, because I want all the wounds as I humanly possibly can. There's no I will be done because everything's out of range because I'm a silly man, but hopefully that won't take effect that much. So 3s to hit out of 20 shots, rapid firing. So 60s to hit, auto wounds, which is nice. So that's 5. Take out the 1s and 2s. And put 5 more back in because 60s cause an additional wound, which is nice. So strength 4, toughness 4,
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5. I should have known that. This is 5s to wounds. So that's there's a few. I can live with that. And these are all at -2. So that's 6, 11 wounds at -2, mate.
I'm going to burn 1 CP for a stratagem right now.
That's good. Go on in.
And it is I remember correctly, it is
Go on. No.
Vengeance for Isfahan 5, which improves my armor save by 1.
Oh, so you're at 2 up, so you're up to a 4 up save. Correct?
Exactly.
Nice. So 4 up save. That helps you a lot.
It definitely has. So 1 is dead. Got a cock dice there, so
Yeah.
we'll just re-roll this 1.
2 another 1. So that's 2. That's 1 down to
1
wounds.
dead and 1 down to 2 wounds.
And we're going with Royal Warden again. He's going to be firing into the thing. What do you call it? Eradicators. That's the one. So he's got rapid fire 2 relic Gauss blaster weaponry of boom. So it's 4 shots hitting on 3s. I can live with that. That's fine. Strength 5. So 4s to wounds. 3 at -3 because of Mithra. And it's flat 2 damage as well.
None.
So that's both of them dead.
Both of them dead.
Yes, get in. Yeah, one guy was down to 1 wound, guys, because there was actually 5 wounds that were actually caused, not 4. We are going with the King. Elvis is alive, and he's there sat on his throne. So we're going to do the 2 Annihilation Beams into the Redemptor Dreadnought, then Scepter of Eternal Glory, such a cool name, and Staff of Stars into the Assault Intercessors. So starting off with the Annihilation Beam, 2 shots, hitting on 2s. Both hits. Strength 12, toughness 7,
Winning on 3s.
3s. Ah, that's...
You have no CP left.
No, I don't.
Oh my god.
He still lives for now. Right, going on to...
That is huge.
For now. So we are going with 9 shots from Staff of Stars onto the Assault Intercessors, hitting on 2s. Failing those. And it is Strength 6.
Winning on 3s.
3s, -2 AP but 1 damage each. So that is 5 at -1.
5 4 armor saves.
1 drops.
1 is dead.
That's cool, because I've got 3 Scepter of Eternal Glory shots. And this is hitting on 2s again. 3 hits. Strength 8. 2 to wound again.
2 to wound.
2 wounds at -3, and they're flat 2 damage.
6 up saves.
The double cock dice. Just because.
There we go. 1 is dead.
Saved 1 as well.
So pull.
Starting off with the right hand side Doomstalker. No, I need to give it a name because I can't just keep on the right hand side. So his twin Gauss flares into the Eradicators and the Doom Cannon into the Redemptor, because I need to kill it because the Silent King whiffed McWhiffington. So 4 shots hitting on 3s because they're Technomancer and he's Canoptic Node. So hitting on 3s, 3 of them hit. Strength of it is 4, so 5s to wounds.
Yes, it is.
It is indeed, and nothing. Right, son. Right, D6 shots against the Redemptor for 6 shots. That'll do nicely. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s for 4 of them, -4.
No save.
So that's minimum 4 damage. That's 7 damage. Just! Oh my dear God. Yes.
-1, so that's only 3 damage on the 4.
Oh,
one
you-
wound left.
Pain in the derriere. God damn it, Jim. Right. I hate you. Right, we are going with the other Doomstalker. Cheeky muppet. So we're going to do is twin Gauss flares into the Intercessors near the crates, and the Doom Cannon will kill that thing. Guaranteed I'll get 1 hit, 1 wound, and you'll save it, won't you? Typical. Right, so 3 shots into the Intercessors, hitting on 3s, and wounding on 4s. 2 wounds at -1. With dice on the foot.
We have 4 up saves. No, 1 is dead.
Yay! Right, this is the main one. Come on in, guys. D6 shots for 5 shots. hitting on 3s. Yeah. Right, 3 wounds, 3 hits, sorry. Winning on 3s. Just 1 of 3, please, mate. I was scared of that, but yes. He is dead this time.
He is dead this time.
Dead. See if he blows up. Go on, blow up. Go on. You know you want to. Go on.
No. So 4 this time.
Never mind. Into the charge face. Right, charging. Scarabs. The power of the scarabs into the intercessors. I only need about 2-inch charge, but I want to get a bit further around. Yep, they are in. And we're going to go straight on to Mortal Wombat. So 4 attacks each, because there's no other charges. 4 attacks each. Hitting on 4s, 6 also wounds. And wounding on 5s. Ooh, 2 wounds. AP, nothing. Against the intercessor. Come on, Jamie, wake up.
3 up saves. We're good.
We good. Right, going on to the next one.
Actually, it's my turn.
Yes, I know it is.
Okay, so the Space Marines are going to get to hit back next, and we're going after the Void Dragon. Those Blade Guard vets want to take revenge for their fallen brothers.
No, they don't.
And we're going to be using 2 CP again for Gene Roth Might and Crucible of Battle, which will again give me +1 to wound and 6s to hit, automatically wound.
Come on, Jeff and Bob. Come on.
So let's do this. 7 attacks.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1 for Master Artisans. Not getting it this time, but we do get 2
Auto wounds.
auto wounds.
Nice.
Now we are wounding on 4s.
That's 3.
That's 3.
4 up in one. How many damage are these?
2 damage each.
Woohoo! 4 up and I've got no CP. Oh, that's a cock dice. Yes! And that takes down to 1 wound left.
Yes, it does.
Yay! I can attack back. After that saviour of the Void Dragon, going to go with Necron Warriors to try and bring down some of the Outriders. So, 11 attacks, hitting on 3s. Could have been better, but hey, can't complain. And winning on 5s now. At least 1 5, guys. That'd be nice. And I've got 2 instead. 2 3-ups. You'll save them. Oh, 1.
I am going to spend a CP on that 1 because it's going to be realistically the last thing I do this turn.
Oh! No.
Still goes down.
1 white dead.
So it's now time to hit back with the Primaris Intercessors into the Scarabs. We are hitting on 3s.
And winning on 3s.
Winning on 3s. This just isn't working out for me today, is it?
No.
That is 4 wounds with no minus.
Oh, got 6 up save. Oh my god. Scarabs for the win. 1 down to 2 wins. Going the Void Dragon is going to try and take out the last of the Blade Guard. You're going to be using Transhuman, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Typical. It brings down to 2 CP and I've got nothing left myself, but let's see what we can do. So, 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Typical, 1 miss. Strength of Vermilion +1. So 2s to wounds.
4s to wound.
4s to wound. Ah, yeah!
That's a whiff.
Whiffy whiff whiff. Oh, Fubar.
Time for the Outriders to attack back now. Only 5 attacks this time, but we'll see what they can do. Hitting on 3s. That's a cock dice. Reroll for Artisans with another fail. That was a hit. Winning on 3. 4s, but
Yep.
there we go.
So
-1 this time.
So 5 up. 4 and then reanimation. No, 1 drops. Oh yes. Necron's turn to completion. Yeah, that's not too bad going. I'm quite surprised I didn't kill any more of the Blade Guard because that would have really helped the Void Dragon, but needs must. Killed all the vehicles out, which is severe, and 1 lot of eradication because that was dangerous. So yeah, it's 21 to 14 at the moment, nearly 15 for Jamie. He's got thin ranks and it's calculated at the end, but we sort of try and tally up after each turn as it is. So yeah, it's steady. There's no morale to take as it is, so it will be basically on to turn 3 for Marines.
Okay, so turn 3 for the Marines. Rob had a really good turn 2. Managed to take out a lot more of my stuff. Losing that squad of Eradicators will be big, but I think I still have the tools to kind of push on and claw back maybe a win. We'll see how it goes. Never give up until it's done.
What doctrine are you going into there, buddy?
We are going into the Assault Doctrine next. Thank you for reminding me. Which means all my melee weapons and pistol weapons have an extra AP on it. So it's going to make those Astartes chainswords even more brutal in close combat.
That's all good. And my command protocol for this turn will be protocol of the Hungry Void. And I'm going to be doing Directive 1, which is unmodified wound of a 6, is an additional AP. Bring on the Scarabs! With AP -1.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Oh!
Definitely not going to let that happen.
Oh, the sass. You can't kill friends!
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So plan for this turn is basically put some more pressure on him, finally finish off that Void Dragon, hopefully take care of, at least try and somewhat tie up the King today, maybe take a couple more wounds off of him. We've positioned the Eradicators in a point where they should be able to chip off at least the last of those obelisks protecting him, so he can start getting at his wounds himself.
I can't remember what they actually called, but I just called them obelisks to make it easier.
Well, they look like obelisks.
Exactly.
Assault Intercessors are getting ready to charge those Scarabs to try and take that centre objective back. We pulled out of combat with the Void Dragon to let the Librarian do his business and give those Doomstalkers something to think about in the next turn. We're going to have a 4-up invul on those two guys, and you never know, that could just annoy Rob enough to make him flip the table and give up.
Never.
So we'll see how that goes. I'm feeling slightly confident, but we'll see how it goes. Let's hope my dice don't give up on me in this turn. Yeah, we're going into the Psychic phase, starting with the Librarian. We're going to cast a Smite into the Catan.
Of course you are.
1 mortal wound to do, and we can take him out. So we need a 5. Oh, and it's the D6.
Yeah, well, you need to cause 1 wound.
Let's roll it for it. Oh, it's the 6.
Oh, of course it is.
Of course it is.
Right.
There we go.
And a Catan blows up on a 4-up. Come on. No, he doesn't. Got no CP to reroll, which I can't anyway. That's the Void Dragon dead, and it's only classed as 1 model because it's under 10 wounds.
Hey, moral victory.
Yeah, and that's the Void Dragon dead.
And we're also going to now cast Flame Shield onto the Blade Guard. So we need a 6 for this, 5 with a +1. No. I am going to spend a CP on that to reroll it. Yes, we get it with a 7 with a +1.
I can't nullify it.
They are -1 to hit now.
Oh, choice off.
So hopefully that will annoy you for a bit.
Oh, you are annoying. Yes, man.
We are now into the shooting phase. The Eradicators are going to shoot at the King.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I'll decide. Right, so we are hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, because we're within range of the Captain. And I'll re-roll 1 for Master Artisans. That's 6 hits, Rob. How'd you feel?
Nice.
How'd you feel?
Oh, I feel groovy.
We are wounding on 3s.
Better.
No re-rolls, but that is 4 wounds.
4-up in one. Yes, 4. I feel your pain. 2 through. Got no CP. Yep. That is right, Thor.
Right, so I have to roll these one at a time.
You're doing this. First one. Yep,
3.
that's
One dead.
And then the other one takes 1 minute.
I will be spending a CP on that.
Didn't you do CP just now?
No.
No, it hits. No. Fair enough.
2.
For 2.
It's a whole 1 better.
Cool. So that one's dead, and the other one goes to 3 wins.
Okay, so we're going to take some pot shots with the Assault Intercessors, starting with the 3-man squad. They're not in range of the Captain, so no reroll 1s. So hitting on 3s. Use their Master Artisans roll. 3 hits.
5s to wound.
5s to wound. Oh, I saw it. 2 wounds, -2 for
Pin
Rock and Bones.
For a pin run. Cock dice. Yeah, takes 1 wound, so obviously down to 2 wounds.
Yep.
Right, next one.
And now we'll go with a 5-man squad. Hitting on 3s. And they are wounding on 5s. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. Just the 1.
Just the 1. That's cool. For 4 up. Yep. All good.
Awesome. Okay, so we've just got some small arms fire into combat, starting with the Intercessor squad. Bolt pistols, hitting on 3s. Rerolling for artisans. And they'll be wounding on 3s.
Strength.
Strength 4.
Toughness 4.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, against the scarabs.
Into the scarabs, yeah.
Yeah, toughness 3 on the scarabs.
So that's 3 wounds at -1 because of Assault Doctrine.
Cool. 1's dead, 1 takes a wound. And let's see if I can get a base back. 1 5. Oh! Duh! But no.
That makes me really happy. Not gonna lie to you. And we'll go straight to the Outriders. They have 2 shots, hitting on 3s. And they are wounding on 4s. 1 at -2.
So 6 up. No. 5 up. No. It's not. So that's 1 warrior.
Okay, so we're now into the charge phase. Going with the 3-man squad of intercessors into the king. Now, it would normally be a 9-inch charge. It's actually 7 because of Hungry for Battle. So let's see if we can make it in.
No.
Oh no. How many CP do I have left?
2.
2. I think it's actually 1. I think we haven't scored it off yet.
Yeah, 1.
I think I'm going to use it.
Oh.
Because I think it's important to try and get at least that 1 last obelisk cleared. Oh.
No.
Doesn't get it.
I couldn't overwatch either because
That's
I had no CP. So
unfortunate. Okay. Let's move on to the next squad of intercessors.
into the scarabs.
Into the scarabs. This is just for some movement. Oh, sure, there's the 10.
It always happens. Right, let's move those in to make space.
Yeah. And we'll see where we are next. Okay, let's get the rest of these charges into the scarabs because we're going to bully Rob scarabs for the fun of it. We're going to send my captain in. He needs a 5 to get in. So let's see if he gets in. Yeah, he's definitely all the way into there. Let's do that. Up next is the lieutenant. He needs a 6 to get in. He's in with a 10.
Oh, one dice.
Yeah. The eradicators to get in need a 7. They are in.
Guys, this is how he's supposed to do it.
And the librarian as well is going in as well. Oh, and he's in with an 11. Everyone is in.
To the poor scarabs.
Let's come back in the assault phase.
Yes.
We're going to start with my captain with his power fist.
Because of reasons.
Now down to his 2 warlord traits, both anvil strength and well, +2 strength and +2 toughness, because he is an exemplar of the Promethean Creed. He is going to be strength 12 with his power fists.
Because of reasons.
So he's hitting on 3s because of -1, re-rolling because of Master Artisans, and killing on 2s. Yeah, so that's 1 base, 2 base, and a half.
2.5 bases. That's cool. That's 8. I've got no save on there, but I've got 8 reanimation protocols. So that's 2 bases gone. Inner DOS. And see if I can get a base back. Will be nice. I don't, sadly. So that's 2 bases gone so far.
Now we're going to strike with the lieutenant. So with his power sword, he is hitting on 3s. No, 2s because he's a lieutenant. Rerolling 1s, or rerolling 1 with artisans even. And now wounding on 3s. That is AP3. AP4 because of because of Assault Doctrine.
Oh, look, that's a base of scarabs gone. So that is all scarabs destroyed.
Cool.
Go with my attacks first. Going to go with the 2 scarab swarms. See what I can do on these. Hitting on 4s, 6 is also wounds. 1 auto wound, 4s to hit, and 5s to wound. Oh look, 3 wounds at -1 because of the command protocol.
Great.
Excellent.
So we need 4s. Oh, 1.5 are dead.
Yes, get in.
Attacking with the Outriders next. They have 5 attacks. They are hitting on 3s. It's a nice spread of hits. Full house. Wounding on 4s. Oh, that is 3 at -2.
So 3 6-ups. No. And 3 5-ups. 1 down. Going with the warriors, 8 of them there, so 8 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. 5 hits, wounding on 5s, that's AP -1, for 2 at AP -1.
4 up saves. 1 takes a wound.
Down to 3. Come on, and the grind, and the grind.
The last bit of combat, these intercessors are still locked in combat with the scarabs.
Yay!
Going to be hitting on 3s. That's a nice spread of hits. 1 for artisans. And we'll be winning on 3s. Oh, 3 at -1.
No save, because they've got 6-up save, so reanimation. No, not a chance. So that's 1 base gone.
I think that was a good turn for me. We managed to get rid of the Void Dragon, which was a huge thing. And
Very much so.
very much taking the centre of the board, which is good. Next turn I should make it into combat with the King, and hopefully my Power Fist wielding captain should be able to do a good work on him. Hopefully the warriors that Rob has dumped in the corner of the board should be pretty much out of the game now. So I hopefully don't need to worry about them too much. And I'm still locked in combat with that Scarab, so he won't be shooting at me this turn with them. Blade Guard will be causing a problem for him in my next turn, which means he'll probably have to divert power and firepower into them. But overall, good turn. We'll see how it goes.
Necrons turn 3. So plan is shoot as much stuff as I possibly can that's coming towards the king, because I need to get rid of it. Yeah, I don't like this. This is too many marines for my liking. So need to destroy it all as it is. So movement is King's fell back, flew up in his chair out the way, because if those marines get too close to him, he's good in combat, but I'm not overly confident. I scored 10 for primary, that's right, and 2 for banners. Banners at the moment is not my main priority as it is. Warriors came out the way ready to shoot some marines, because if not they're dead. Doomstalkers had turned to face and gone, oh look, there's a nice patch of marines there, we need to kill it. Yeah, Overlord is stuck behind the building here because he's scoring me points, which is most needed. Warriors have stayed in combat with the Outriders. Warriors and Royal Warden has moved round ready to shoot those intercessors to try and get them off that objective. Yeah, so got no Catan, so I can't do my Catan phase. Boo and hiss. So we're going to have to go straight into the shooting phase. Starting off with Royal Warden, going to be using his Relic Gales Blaster into the intercessors because it's flat 2 damage. So hitting on 3s. 3 hit. Wounding on 3s.
Yes.
3 wounds, -2, flat 2 damage.
We have a 5-up save.
Ding ding ding, oh look, alright smart ass. Oh god damn
It's
it.
bound to come around eventually.
4, 8, 12, 16, 20 shots, rapid fire, right. Pow. Here we go, so hitting on 3s. Alright, if only 6s, if I did it as 6s additional hit, never mind. And 4s to wounds. And
That doesn't look as healthy as you wanted it to be.
no, 2, 4, 6 at -2. There's -1 for weapon and effort. 5 ups.
That's cocked. No, so 2 are dead.
Cool. That's all I need, really. Going with the Doomstalker on the left, all going into the Blade Guard. So hit on 3, so you're saying it's -1 to hit him.
Yes.
So hitting on 4s with the Gauss Blade Rapid Fire. No 1s and 2s. And toughness 4.
Toughness 4, yeah.
4s to wound. One of them at -2.
4 up invulnerable save. No, 1 takes a wound.
And the Doom Cannon for 3 shots. Hitting on 4s. 1 wound, 1 hit. 1 wound, minus Bajillion. 4 up invulnerable.
4 up invulnerable save. It's a 1.
No. And
One?
you take 6.
So 1 is dead.
Correct.
It's fine.
So the dude in the middle, as Pixie just said, so Technomancer, who's going to use his Staff of Light onto the Blade Guard. Hits on 3s, but no, it's hitting on 4s with 3 attacks. 1 hit, awesome sauce. Strength 5, 3s to wound. No! No. No point.
Snap.
It's not going to fire Doomstalker number 2, everything into the Blade Guard. Yes, it's overkill, but I really need to kill him.
Is it though? Is it overkill? I don't think you'll be able to kill him.
Let's go and see.
I think you'll survive.
Right. Oh, well, so you're going for 4s for these flayers. 8 shots. Oh, I wish it was hitting on 3s, but never mind. 4s to wounds. 1 wound at -3 because of effort.
He's good.
Cool. Doom Cannon for 5 shots. Save this, you little pain in the backside. 4s to hits. 3 hits. 2s to wounds. 3 wounds at minus a bajillion and a half. No.
Oh, no. So I need you to roll double 1s here.
Shut up. No.
No, that's fine.
No. No one.
The Blade Guard falls.
Yes. Going with the Warriors, they're going to fire rapid fire into the Assault Marines. 10 shots with reroll. More will be done going on to those anyway. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. And as it's half range, will be an additional AP -1. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Oh, hit. Strength 4, toughness 4, 4s to wounds. That was only 2 of them at -2. Boo and hiss.
5 ups. Oh, just to rub salt on the wounds.
Here we go. Right.
Is it not in the deflected wounds?
Oh.
Keep going.
Right. King. He is going to fire.
Do you need a moment to think?
Now going to fire everything at. Oh, let's have a look. The Obelisk is going to fire his cannon. Well, it's Doom Ray, Annihilation Beam onto Eradicators. And I think I'm going to fire everything else at those as well. Yep, I'm going to fire everything into those Eradicators. So, Annihilation Beam, hitting on 2s. Yep. Wounding on 2s. For many minuses. -4 odd.
Yep.
Flat 6 damage. 1 gone. That's cool.
Yes.
3 shots from 1 staff, hitting on 2 against Annihilator Eradicators as well. Hitting on 2s, 2 of them. Strength 8, so 2s again. 3s, sorry, apologise. That's 1 of them at -3.
We have a 6-up save.
Nope,
No.
that's 2 damage. And then 9 shots from the other stuff. Hitting on 2s. And then wounding on 3s, these are -1. With the dice on the floor, that's 5 of them at -1.
What is the damage?
1 damage each. So 4 ups. Yeah, it's both.
No.
Oh, no.
There's a 6 there.
Yep.
4 and
sorry.
6. Was it -1?
Yep.
Yep. So 1 is down to 1 wound.
No, sorry, it's -2.
Oh.
Apologise.
So you lied to me.
No, I'm just bending the truth. That's it. So that is all 3 of them dead. Going to charge phase. The only thing that is going to do some charging is warriors here going into that intercessor. 7 inches away, so 6-inch charge and 7 inches. That'll do nicely. Straight into combat phase. 9 warriors onto that intercessor after consolidating in. Hitting on 3s. Okay, 1s and 2s, don't like that. And then 4s to wounds. And then it's 2 at -1 AP from their
4
Michael.
ups. He takes a wound.
Excellent.
I will hit back with the Outriders next. We got 5 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Oh,
And wounding on 4s. That is 3 wounds at -2.
5 up. Yeah, all good. And I've got 2 reanimation protocols. 1's down.
Cool.
So going Necrons with the attack back. 7 of them. See if they can bring down that Outrider, being a pest. Hit on 3s. No, not like that one, not. And 5s to wounds. 1 wound at -1.
So I have 1 4-up save, which I fail, bringing him down to 2.
Awesome.
The last combat is the Intercessor Sergeant. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1 for Artisans, and wounding on 4s. 1 wound at -1 because his fist now has AP.
Wow. So 5 up save. Cock dice. And then reanimation. Nope, 1 goes down. Magic fist. So end of Necron turn 3 and back around turn 3. Yeah, I could have done a little bit more as it is, but still scoring points was your main thing. It's 38-29 to Necrons, so it's still relatively close, but there's still a lot coming my way. Obviously I've got 1 command point, Jamie's got 0 at the moment. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one at the moment. We're still scrapping for points as it is. Banner's high for me is minimal points because I just not got the ability to do it. He's stopping me do that at the moment. But we'll go into turn 4 with Marines and see what we can do. All good.
So, turn 4 for the Space Marines. We are in a difficult position at the moment. Rob is putting a lot of pressure on in pretty much every side of the board. We're still getting engaged on all fronts this turn for at least 2. If that Marine survives in the left-hand corner, then he should.
He's on one wing left, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got 1 win left. We're going to put some serious pressure on the King this turn at least. Couple of 9 and 10-inch charges with a +2 should get us in and be able to at least deal some damage to him.
Yeah, you're in Assault Doctrine again, aren't you?
Yeah, sticking in Assault Doctrine. We've cycled through them very quickly, but you have to when it's adapting to the situation as the Space Marines do.
Yep, and I'm staying with Hungry Void using Zakaran's Warlord trait. I can choose one that I've actually used before, and I'm going with Hungry Void for a second time, which is on a 6 in combat, is additional AP, because I think I'm going to need it.
But movement wise, we have just moved up towards the King on this side of the board. Assault Intercessors pushing towards these warriors here. Hopefully clear them off that objective and take it for myself. You see the characters are forming a cluster in the middle of the Marines. hoping to get some charges off.
All good.
Intercessors again have stayed on that objective there. They're just going to take some pot shots at the king most likely. Not really done much this game, but they've
Scored points.
They've scored points, exactly. Stayed in combat in those there. Don't have the CP to do a desperate breakout. Probably wouldn't anyway. Wouldn't really be worth it. And at the moment I'm just whittling away at those warriors. Each couple I kill is just more tallies that I can build up.
All good.
Other than that, let's just see how the psychic and shooting phase go. Let's see if the psychic might of the librarian has anything against the silent king. I'm going to start off with a smite.
All good.
Let's see if we can get big numbers here. That is a 6. Are you going to deny the smite?
No, I'm not, because there's
No.
bigger things coming. So, D3 for 1.
For 1.
That's fine. I can live with that. That will go on to the obelisk,
Yep. Now it's time for Fury of Nocturne.
which is
Strength roll off, and if I beat your strength, it's D3 mortal wounds.
okay. Strength 6 on there. Right.
So let's see if it goes off first. It does go off with an 8 with a +1.
And you've got one other spell to do as well. Yeah.
No, that's it.
That's it.
It's only cast 2.
Right. Fair enough. I will use my dispel, and that dispelled it. All
There we
good.
go. Perfect. Intercessors are going to try and whittle off those last 2 wounds off of the obelisk, keeping the Silent King safe. Let's see if we can get this done. Hitting on 3s. That is a very good roll, and I can't even tell what dice were involved in that.
Yep. There's one that's
Cocked?
cocked on there
No.
Yep.
But I have my artisan's reroll
to make it a hit.
to make it a hit. That is a full house. Yes, that is.
Full house cure. 5s to win. Then.
5s to wound, this is the hard part. But that is some good shooting. With 4 wounds at -1.
Yep, so normally 3 up save on top there, brings it 2 up, so back to 3 up. 3 up save, take 1 wound, the obelisk is down to 1 wound left. All good.
Let's just jump straight into the 3 assault intercessors behind the orb-like structure. Just going to ping away with their heavy bolt pistols. They are hitting on 3s. They are in range of the captain,
Yep,
and I'll use their artisan's reroll as well.
yep,
Translates quite well.
5s to wound,
5s to wound.
for 1 at the moment, for 2.
2 at -2.
Yep, so brings it to a 4 up save, 4 up in 1, or 4 up normal. Obelisk is down to 1 wound left. All good.
No, he's dead. He
I
took a wound from
Yeah,
there
it was 3 wounds, he took 1 wound.
to the mortal wound.
Yeah, no, he was on 4 wounds. He was down to 3 wounds because he goes up a wound. You see, from yep. So he's
living
got,
well.
Yep. So he's got 1 wound left.
The captain raises his overcharged plasma pistol,
Oh, wants to kill himself. Go on then.
hits on a 2.
He hits.
He hits,
Wounds on
wounds on a 3.
Doesn't wound.
I will spend my only CP.
Ooh, go on then.
He gets it. And now you fail.
4 up in 1.
Yes.
I'm going to use my CP to get a cocked dice to save it. Huzzah!
Now we come to the lieutenant with his Volkite pistol,
Okay, go for it then.
hitting on a 3.
It's a 2.
Rerolling with artisans, hits. Now we're looking for a 6, because a 6 will be a straight mortal wound.
No. Sorry, but no. Computer says no.
It's cocked.
Cocked.
Tense. Do you feel it? Do you feel the tension? No,
it's a 1
It's
instead.
a 1 instead.
Haha! Says you're right.
Heavy bolt pistols from the warriors now. Gonna hit on 3s. Rerolling 1s because they're within 6 inches of the captain and their core. 4 hits, so I won't kill them.
Nope. That's fine by me.
Winning on 4s. Oh, there we go. That's 4 at -2. So that's 6 up saves for
6
you.
up saves. Not like that. So 3 and reanimation on a 5 up. Nope. So 1 drops.
Heavy bolt pistols from the outriders next. Into the warriors. They are hitting on 3s.
No, no,
With a
no.
reroll for artisans.
I told you no.
Wounding on 4s. That is 1 wound at -2.
6
Save or
up.
die.
Nope. Reanimation.
Reanimate or die. He's dead.
Yeah, 1 dead.
And we'll just go straight to the intercessor with covered in that blob there. Bolt pistol hits, bolt pistol wounds, -1.
Bolt pistol doesn't save that, but reanimation doesn't save that, so I lost 2.
Assault intercessors charging the warriors guarding that objective. They need a 5 to get in. Can they do it?
Just
They can, with a +2, makes it a 7.
Nice, nice.
So they are in.
That's the first one. Next one.
Next we have the Libby charging the king.
Needing
Needing a 7, I believe we said. 6 to get in, I believe we said.
6 to get in, because that adds your +2 in there
Yes,
anyway.
that's including my +2.
No.
No, he fails. That will make things difficult.
Yes, it will, because it will increase your range on the others, because you've got to go around it. So we'll just work that out, guys.
Fortunately, because the librarian has failed to charge, the other 2 models couldn't actually make it into combat.
No.
Despite +2 inch the charge, because they're actually over 12 inches away.
Yeah. Huzzah.
Which means they can't even declare it.
Nope.
So we're moving straight into the assault phase with those assault intercessors. Lots of attacks, a bucket full.
Bucket of dice.
This time remembering the extra chainsword attacks, hitting on 3s.
Ouch,
Oh.
that's a lot of 1s and 2s, buddy.
That is a lot. That may be a problem.
Doubt it, because there's not that many.
Artisans.
Yep, there's not that many warriors there, but at the same time.
And winning on 4s. That is literally 5 wins.
5 wins, and AP.
AP -2.
AP -2. 6 ups. Go on, 2 6-ups. No, none of them. That's the squad wipes out. Oh dear. And 6 warriors going into the Outrider unit. One's down to, still on to 3 wins. See if I can break them. Doubt it very much, but we'll try. Hit on 3s. And then wounding on 5s. That's 2 AP -1. Go on, go on, go
4
on.
up saves.
I believe in you.
That is, I believe he's actually down to 1 wound.
Yes,
because he did take a wound in the last turn.
Yeah.
I just forgot to mark it up. We will do that now.
Yes, so he's down to 1 wound.
Lone Marine Sergeant takes on the Warriors with 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Nothing.
0, nada. Oh no, I might as well quickly do mine. So it's 8 attacks. Just 2, 4, 6, 8. 6, 8. So I can do the same. Only 1 wound to cause. Hitting on 3s. Yeah. And wounding on 4s. 1 wound, 3 up save, or yeah.
He's good.
Oh no. Right.
Outriders attacking next. 7 attacks, hitting on 3s with an Artisan's reroll. Wounding on 4s. Dropping 3, that is dropping 4, that's 3 wounds at -2.
6 up. 1 saved. No other attacks. 5 up invuln and invuln? Yeah, reanimation, that thing. So I only lose 1. Going with the Silent King, as the assault intercessors are actually consolidated into him and their obelisk, being 5 inches up. So many attacks. So we're starting with the obelisk with 1 attack, hitting on the 6th though. Nope, sadly not, but here we go with the main ones. So 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. Miss with 2. These are strength 9. -3, 2 damage each. So wounding on 3s, that's 3 of them at -3, flat 2.
That is 6 up saves.
Nope, that's 3 intercessors gone.
Yes.
We're going with the Side of Dust. Dust. Which is 4 attacks, hitting on 2s again. Oh, hit. Strength 8, so 2s again. Yep, and this is 3 of them at -4, flat 3 damage.
Units wiped.
Whee! Get rid of them.
Mistakes were made.
That's the squad gone.
So that was an interesting turn. Failing those charges with the characters mean I couldn't get into the Silent King. Tough blow. I think that may have just cost me the game. But we've still got one more turn to go. Maybe Rob will have a massive whiffer. And we will be able to get into combat next turn. But that very much could be him sealing the deal this turn. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
So turn for Necrons. It's a quick movement, very quick summary. The plan is kill as much as I possibly can. It's the dying stages now. So I've advanced moved up the Scout Swarm. I've moved up the Royal Warden because next turn, if I need to, I can try and break some of the Outriders if it possibly comes to it. My Overlord. At the start of the game I had 3 objectives, therefore score 15 points. And with the new FAQ rules, is I actually get a chance to score victory points for any markers at the end of my turn. So the Overlord has come out to try and help with doing choppu on the Outriders. Doomstalker is ready to fire out to try and kill characters and Assault Marines. Silent King is basically sat there going, okay, bring it, there's 5 intercessors dead. So he's got three intercessor Assault Marines to kill, plus 3 characters. The Obelisk has actually gone up a wound because of Living Metal. Got 1 command point left. Jeremy, you got the 0? Yeah. So it's all going to be down to the dice itself. It's 53 to 42, something like that, as it is. But that's without my secondaries for this mission, if I get any. So with that, let's go straight onto shooting phase for the Necrons. Going with the first Doomstalker on the left hand side, he's going to unravel everything into the Librarian. Try and take him out. So twin Gauss Flayers, hitting on 3s because of their Cryptek. 3 hits, 3s to wounds, and it'll be -1. No wounds at all. Going with the Doom Cannon for 2 shots. Hitting on 3s, no wounds. I am going to use my one and only CP to reroll this. That is -4 to your save. You've got no invuln?
No invuln.
So 5 or 6 will be nice, guys. No, for 3, he's down to 2 wounds.
Down to 2 wounds.
Second Doomstalker, going to go his Gauss Slayer into the Librarians to try and drop the last 2 wounds, and the Doomstalker Cannon into the Lieutenants. So, 3 attacks, 1 hit. Jesus Christ. 3s to wounds, 1 wound, -1.
He has a 4-up save.
And he takes a wound.
Takes a wound down to 1.
Okay, and the Doom Cannon against the Lieutenants. For 6 shots. Here we go. Hitting on 3s. Oh, that's...
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. And wounding on 2s. 1 wound. Come on.
Invulnerable save. No. 5 wounds to get through.
5 wounds
5
scored.
wounds.
That's light.
Lieutenant is dead.
Going with the Silent King. He's going to do Obelisk, Annihilation Beam into the Librarian, then everything else into the Assault Intercessors to try and remove them. So, Annihilation Beam, hitting on 2s, and it misses. Of course it does. And no CP for a reroll. Excellent. So, 3 shots from 1 staff, I think Staff of Glory, hitting on 2s, all hits. This is 2s to wound. 3 wounds, and they are -3.
6-up saves.
2 damage each.
No, that's a squad white.
And the other staff is wasted, so that's them gone. Just quickly, I'm going to do Overlord charging in to help out the Necron Warriors. Yeah, he's in style. Just get his rules and we'll go some slappoo. Going with the Overlord with his Void Scythe. with 4 attacks. This is actually hitting on 3s. All hit. These are now strength 10. So 2s to wounds. 4 wounds, -4.
No save.
Flat 3 damage.
That murdered those Outriders.
Ouch! Sorry, guys.
Intercessor Sergeant hitting back at these Necron warriors, hitting on 3s. Rerolling for Master Artisans. And wounding on 4s. 1 wound at -2.
6 up. 5 up. No, 1 gone.
Kills another.
And that'll leave me with 7. So
7.
7 lovely warriors. Hitting on 3s. And then 4s to wounds. 1 wound at AP -1. 4 up.
Oh, he makes it.
God,
He loves it.
Jim. Very quick Necron turn 4. Did what I exactly said on the tin. But there's the librarian still on 1 wound. But that's how it plays. 59 to 42 to Necrons at the moment, so it's close-ish. There's not much on the Marine side left. There's still quite a bit of Necrons as it is, which is always good. But I think the captain's going to be slightly cheesed and go straight for the Silent King to drop him like it's hot. Still got turn 5 to go. I've got no command points. Jeremy's got no command points at the moment. But turn 5, Jeremy will go up to 1. So let's see what Jeremy can come up with in turn 5.
So Space Marine turn 5, we're looking very thin on the ground now. Rob has done really well to kind of make sure that he takes away most of my key assets. But we have pushed forward with the Librarian and the Captain, looking to at least take our pound of flesh before this battle ends. Bolt of Fire will come from the Marines under the gantry, trying to plink off those last couple wounds, as well as some smites and some extra psychic powers coming into the King. But it's all about trying to see if we can just get those 10 points for Titan Slayer. If statistics don't go the way they normally do, I can do it, but it's
going to be tough.
It's going to be tough, to say the least. But stranger things have happened.
Very much so, especially in our games though, but it goes very weird half the time.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's all about having fun, so let's roll some dice and let's see how this game ends.
Yeah, so you're still in Assault Doctrine.
Still in Assault Doctrine.
And I'm going Undying Legion under, and I get an additional wound back for Living Metal. So that's basically in relation to the King. Any wounds he takes, he actually gains 2 back in my turn next. So let's see how he does. Go for it.
So we're starting with the Librarian. We're going to put in a smite into the Silent King. See if we can get something big here.
7.
That is a 7. Oh, don't know if I'll do it.
Yeah, gonna nullify it.
No.
No, I don't. Go for it.
D3 mortal wounds.
That's a cock dice. It's 1. Obelisky's down to 1 wound left. What's your next psychic power, buddy?
We'll go with Fury of Nocturne.
Because you can.
Because I can. So it goes off on a 6.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Okay, so now I need to beat Strength 7.
No, Strength 5.
Strength 5.
And he does, of course.
Does it again. D3 mortal wounds on the King. For 2.
Yeah, so Obelisky's down and the King takes 1 wound. He's down to 15 wounds, guys. Ouch.
Altar Flyer from the Intercessors going into the Silent King, trying to chip away at some of those wounds. We got 10 shots because they haven't moved. Hitting on 3s. That is a good roll. Rolling for Artisan.
All good.
Full house. Now for the hard bit. Wounding on 5s. That's not as good. It's just the 1.
-1.
-1.
So 3 up save, as he's 3 up normally, down to 2 up on top, 3 up save. Yep, he's fine.
He makes it. Let's just go straight onto the Captain with his plasma pistol, shall we?
Yeah, go for it.
Might as well overcharge it.
Whee!
So, hitting on a 2. He hits.
Yep.
He wounds on a 3.
He wounds.
4 up in 1. No, 2 wounds from the plasma pistol.
3. He's down to 13 wounds
13
left.
wounds. Pistol from the librarian into the Silent King. He is going to hit on a 3. He's going to wound on a 5. That is cocked. No, he does not.
And you've got pistol here.
Yes.
He's still going. He hits. He wins.
-1.
5 up. Yes, it's done. Right.
Going into the charge phase now, I suppose.
Straight into charging.
Yeah. Libby probably needs about a 4 to get in there.
Yep, whatever. Oh, no!
Ooh.
No.
That is interesting. I'm not going to CP it.
No. Captain!
Captain. He does make it in, however, with a +2.
Yep. Oh dear. Just a quick one there, guys. Actually, the Libby actually got into combat and we've stuck him underneath, directly underneath. There. He's hiding behind the Silent King, but he is in combat with him. So, where do you want to start, buddy?
Let's start with the captain. So he's got 6 attacks thanks to Shock Assault. And he's hitting on 3s. That is a cock dice there. Let's actually roll somewhere sensible, shall we? There we go. And Artisans
All hit.
all hit. And thanks to Gene Rothmite, which I stated I was playing
Yes,
off
you
camera.
did. Yep.
Sorry about that, guys. Should have said that when the camera started rolling, but that's 2 automatic hits.
Cool.
And we're wounding on 3s.
Strength of
Strength 12.
up. Well, fair enough. So that's 5
5
wins. AP.
8
Loads.
lots.
Yep.
AP 4, thanks to Assault Doctrine.
Okay. It'll be 4 up in one. 2 through. Is that 4 wins?
Damage.
So he brings him down to.
Wasn't 13 down to 9?
Yeah, down to 9 wounds. Let's work out for the librarian. Yeah, right, guys. This is quite a clutch one because we've got a librarian with 3 attacks.
5 attacks.
5 attacks, sorry.
Yeah, 4 attacks plus 1 for Shock Assault.
Oh, no. Right, basically, in his scores 9 wounds with D3 power swords. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, but we've seen strange things happen. Let's go for it.
Right, so we're hitting on 3s. With a reroll thanks to Master Artisans. That's not a good start, but hey.
5s.
5s to wound. No.
No wounds,
nothing.
not this time.
Nothing. That's unfortunate.
Oh.
But hey, it was a good shot.
That was
good shot.
Good try. I'm going to go with 7 attacks for this one here. Whilst we're still on camera. I've got 6 there. 7th. So we are going with hitting on 3s. Try and take out this one pesky intercessor on 1 wound. Winning on 4s. That's 3 of them. No AP. So just fail 1, please.
I hope not.
Please.
No!
How dare you? This has been going on
Man
for
is a
too long.
champion.
Do you want to quickly do your intercessor?
Yeah, let's do it. On camera right now. Let's move these dice here. Out
Yep.
the way.
Go on then.
Hitting on 3s. Rerolling for Artisan. No, he misses 1. And 4s. That is 1 wound at -2.
As always, 6 up. And he saves it. This match is just going slap and tickle all over the place. Mental. Right, I'm going to get some dice together for The Silent King Returns Part 2. With the Silent King, he's going to do Side of the Dust onto Staff of the Stars. Onto the Libby, and then Side of the Dust and Scepter of Eternal Glory onto the Captain. So we have got 3 attacks onto the Libby, so hitting on 2s, 3 hits. Staff of Stars, so strength 5, so 3s to wounds. That's 3 wounds at -1. Oh, that's not -2, sorry.
-2. He
I
has
can read.
5 ups. He does go down.
Yep, that is 1 Libby down. We are going with Side of Dust. 4 attacks hitting on 2s. 4 hits. Strength 8.
But you are winning on 4s thanks to the Promethean plate.
Yes. That's 1 wound at -4.
4 up, Iron Halo save.
Yeah.
Oh, makes it on a 6.
Right, and then Scepter of Eternal Glory. Hit me on 2s. 1 missed. And this wounds on 4s again. For none. Oh, biscuits. This could be painful for the Silent King, but at least he's got the Libby out of the way.
That was a really quick turn there. Managing to deal some big damage to the Silent King. Going to be really helpful going into Rob's turn 5. Maybe I can kill him in turn 5, but it's still iffy. He is worth 11 points, so we're going to try our best to get him down. Losing the Libby is huge, but again in turn 5 he wasn't going to do anything because obviously game ends after this turn. But yeah, successful turn so far, I suppose.
Necrons turn 5. So Silent King actually got 2 wounds back because of the protocol and his natural getting wounds back because he's living metal, etc. Because he's living. Mum Rask actually, so the other living. Yeah, shut up, Rob. Doomstalkers. Don't start laughing, pigs.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're not. Doomstalkers staying as they are, but they're got a fine line through to those intercessors over yonder. I've been sat there all game doing absolute naff and all. I'm going to try and take them out. Warriors have moved up. Those warriors have moved out to give me a firing line into that 1 wound intercessor. Royal Wardens just mosey on up and go, flag here! It's giving me 1 at the end of turn. Overlord is run round to score points at the end of the game because of objectives. Scarrow's gone scuttle into the 4th table court to get that one. Yeah, so I'm ready to score some serious points hopefully, and with that let's go on to the shooting phase. Going into Necron turn 5 shooting. I have been an idiot all game because of the Royal Warden. I forgot his ability of adaptive strategy, so unit can fall back and shoot and still charge, and I was a special bunny and forgot all about it. So please don't hate me on YouTube. Play nice, please. Love you forever. But going to go with Shutu with a squad of 7 into that 1 wound intercessor, and everybody's shaking their head. Oh dear. So we're going with 14 shots, hitting on 3s. There's no My Will Be Done because nothing is in range for My Will Be Done as it is. And winning on 4s. Holy mother of gypsies. That's 9 saves at -1, Jamie.
Great.
Save all 9 of them. Your intercession.
You can do it. I believe in you. The Emperor protects.
With Detto, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, my eyes! Yes. Go on then. Yes, he's dead. At last!
It was a good effort. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, it's a good effort, but no. Bye-bye.
He is gone.
Doomstalkers 1 and 2 are going to fire straight into these 5 intercessors that have been hiding out. Doing not a lot really, but scoring Jeremy points. So, Steely.
It was fine.
Oh, bless. Right, 2d6 shots because I'm going to fire them at the same time. For 8 shots. 2, 4, 8. Hitting on 3s. No, hitting on 4s because they're in runes. That's a bit poor. Wounding on 2s. Of course, only 2 of them. -4.
No save.
No save. First one, dead. Second one, dead. Get
Cool.
rid.
Will I roll the flares as well?
No,
they're out of range?
yeah, they're in 24-inch range. So that's 2 dead. Shooting phase, Silent King. Even though he's in combat, he's classed as a vehicle. Yes. Shooty into Captain. So starting off with 9 shots, hitting on 2s. 2 missed, of course. And strength 6. Toughness 5.
Winning on 4s anyway because of the Promethean plate.
And you smell of stuff. And ooh, that's 5 wounds at -2.
We have 4 up invulnerable. No, what's the damage?
1 each.
So he's down to 3 wounds.
And then 3 shots, hitting on 2s because I can, and force the wound again. 2 at minus a load, and there.
I saved them.
Just look around, check my back and went, fine. Right, stuff you. Okay, Mortal Wombat. Let's do it.
Mortal Kombat. We come to the captain fighting
Yeah.
the Silent King.
Mm-hmm.
You quite done?
No.
Alright, okay.
Children.
We have 5 attacks this time because I do not get Shock Assault because I didn't charge.
Nope.
So,
3s.
we are hitting on 3s. Master Artisan reroll.
Ooh.
Everything hits. And we are wounding on 3s. Just 3 this time. Can't kill him.
Nope. That's fine. I can live with that. 4 up in one. Yeah.
Oh, 6 damage.
Right.
I like to think that he just punched the Silent King off his throne.
So 6 wounds off Silent King actually brings him down into his middle bracket, and he loses one of his staffs and knocks 2 attacks off him. But he's still got 4 attacks with Scepter of Eternal Glory and 4 attacks with Staff of Dust. So starting with Eternal Glory, hitting on 2s and wounding on 4s for 2 of them at -3 flat 2 damage.
Iron Halo invulnerable saves. He makes both.
Nice. Right, Staff of Dust, 4 attacks. Again, 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, 3 hits, wounding on 4s, 1 wound, and it's flat 3 damage.
4 up invuln save. Save or die.
Yes.
Oh,
Yep,
oh
and
it's a 6!
And he's still there, kicking and screaming. Right, that's end of combat. That's actually end of turn. So let's do a quick roundup. End of game. So guys, the end of that game, the final scores are 78 Necrons, 55 to Salamander, Successor, Marine stuff. I thought it's been a long day, and we've had to do a few outtakes for the last 2.5 minutes on the vet. Yes, Pixie's laughing in the background. Straight after the captain did 6 wounds to the king. Yeah, all hilarity set in, and these two can keep straight faces for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah, it's great fun.
Yeah.
How did you find it?
Yeah, it was good. It was an interesting game. I felt like I was chasing it from turn 1 onwards.
Your dice just did not want to play against you, did they?
Yeah, no, it was like playing 2 games, one against you and one against my own dice.
Yeah.
So, but it's a dice game at the end of the day, so you kind of got to roll with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Get
Silent King again did the business. I've never used him in combat. I've played him at two other games, and he's brutal.
Yeah, he really
is brutal.
Yeah, definitely. Had I not had that Promethean plate on my captain, I think
He would have been
it would have been over a hell of a lot quicker. Yeah, definitely.
And with me, with my silly move, with Royal Warden going, I could have fell back and shots with them. Sorry guys, yeah, I'm still getting used to Necrons, and yeah, it was just, I could have destroyed them turns ago. What was your MVP of the game for yourself?
I think it has to go to the captain.
He was solid.
Doing the wounds to the Silent King definitely brought it back for me slightly. Again, Eliminators just excellent. Eradicators even, not the Eliminators, they're the snipers.
I
don't have any Eliminators today, unfortunately.
I was going to say, where were they? I know they're normally hidden, but my god, it was hidden well.
Yeah, the Eradicators, they did well. Just couldn't get through the 4-up invulns. That's always the challenge with Melta.
Yes.
You've got to rely on that 50-50 getting it through.
But it did well. It really did well.
Yeah.
It's a shame about the tanks and that lot. I mean, the Doomstalkers did business as normal.
I don't know, the Gladiator, maybe, I just don't think it's worth the points. 230 points for it just seems steep. You could get another Dreadnought in there for that.
Yeah.
With more wounds, slightly less toughness, but your core at that point, so you get your rerolls from your captain. There's more synergy that can happen if you just stack on Dreadnoughts.
Yes, there is that, but I say against Necrons themselves, it's a different ball game with them. I think it may have been a difficult one for the Reaper to actually get in the game itself, but you use it as best you could, which you can't complain on that.
Yeah.
I think against anything else, like anything infantry based, would have been just take that squad off, just remove it.
Yeah, I think something like some Horde armies like Nids and Orcs would cry if you put a Reaper in front of them. But Necrons are just so tough, you just can't. And you were rolling really well for your reanimation first turn. I mean, jeez, brutal.
9 die, 8 back up. Yeah, yes, it's awesome. But as long as you had a good game, thank you very much for coming down. It was a good game. It felt sort of halfway through it was a lot closer than first thought, but I think the amount of models you had left towards the end, turn 4, turn 5, it was a difficult one for you.
Yeah, we were just playing it through to see what happened.
Yeah, you did well.
I think choosing Titan Slayer was a mistake. Going back, I probably would have picked something slightly easier to control.
You just saw the shiny big model of Silent King.
Yeah.
He's mine.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like he's going down. I want to slay him.
Downtown. But
got him down to like 7, 8 wins, was it? Something like that?
He was down to 5 wins.
Close. Nearly.
Close. All good.
If that Libby had done its job, then...
Yeah, but it's Libby. It's Libby. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that game. Check us out on the other games on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Like, share, subscribe down below. Hopefully we'll see you on another Tabletop Battle Report. Thank you very much, Jamie, coming down.
Anytime.
All good. Take care, guys.
Catch.